I have a whole bunch of stuff written out.
Oh, okay. Find your script. All right.
No,
Hello, everybody.
not really. Oh,
Say hi, Harry.
hi.
This is the premiere edition of Coffee Crawl with Kurt Sletton and Harry Smollenberg.
That
All
would
right.
be
So this is probably going to be real short, but basically, like us. But what we wanted to do is show you some of the pictures we took last Wednesday and give us a chance to laugh at each other's pictures. Now, the thing that I hope you find interesting here is you have two guys walking down the street, and notice how different the pictures are.
Same street too.
Same street, same
We're
spot.
standing next to each other most of the time.
Right. How could that be? All right. Well, okay. Let's see. Picture number one. This is what do you call it? The exit, the terminal entrance exit.
Yeah, it's the entrance and the exit.
Yeah, to the Hollywood Boulevard and Western Avenue terminal, and it made a great black and white photo at least. And there's the inside of the terminal.
This looks like what Jonah must have seen when he was being. See, this is why our pictures look so different.
Yeah. Anyway, that's the terminal, and then this is our first stop before we started taking the red line. We met at a Starbucks. So even now that we take the train to wherever it is we're going, we still meet at a Starbucks or walk to the nearest Starbucks.
We've gotten so we don't even need a GPS. We just
you just open your eyes and voila, there's a Starbucks.
Yeah. We did slum one day and went to Coffee Bean. That doesn't happen often. Oh yeah, we got to say, if we can find a non-franchise coffee shop, that's our preference.
Yeah, our preference is a small, mom and pop coffee shop.
Yeah, the non-corporate coffee shops.
And they're usually pretty good too. Even the
yeah.
I guess these days, even if you own a coffee shop, it better be good because there's a Starbucks right around the corner that they know is good.
Yeah. Are we commenting on these? Oh,
yeah.
This is.
You want to say something about this? What caught your eye? Was it the 3-minute rule?
Well, the 3-minute rule is always on, but this one it seemed weird to me that there was a Hollywood sign and all that architecture stacked above it.
Yeah.
And, instead of usually when you see the Hollywood sign, you might see the is it the Griffith Park Planetarium behind it, and then a lot of sky. But here, this is it's the Hollywood sign with buildings piled on top.
Well, if they're not careful, that may be the view to the real Hollywood sign. They're trying to develop at the mountain. This is hopefully not a view of the future.
No, it isn't the future. It's now.
Well, that was Wednesday.
Yeah, right.
And here is, say it, Harry.
Photo, har. What I'm so ashamed of is that I didn't even see the connection until about 2 days later. I just thought, oh look, PHO and some table and chairs.
Oh look. Oh, see, here's what I'm talking about. Shouldn't have gotten greedy here.
And about the photo, long ago, I had some friends who were also interested in written messages within photographs, and we started doing all kinds of silly puns and so on. I haven't done that for a long time, but this was a ready-made. So,
well, part of what was the press photographer, the famous press photographer? Yeah. If you'll notice, he'd always try to include something like that. Like there'd be a dead body on the sidewalk, and there'd be like live on the billboard behind him somewhere.
Oh,
Ouija, yeah, Ouija.
The thing about Ouija is he was aboard.
He was what? Oh, he was always bored.
Moving right along.
Moving right along. Okay.
That was I saw a dog. Oh,
Oh, the dog.
my. No,
My
you
my
got to.
day is complete if I can get a dog or a pretty girl.
Yeah. You should say how you did this because
Um,
you did not
well,
lie on your stomach.
I did not lie my stomach. I put the camera on the floor
Yeah.
and took a wild shot and actually lucky enough to frame it.
Yeah. And the dog is looking like, huh?
Yeah, usually the dog either tries to run up and smell the camera or bite me or something. This dog was pretty curious.
Yeah, you've had good luck with dogs though.
Dogs have been good, and only one kind of jumped at me, and
Right, right.
that was just sort of a warning shot.
Yeah.
So here we are.
So I like this one quite a
The
bit.
more I look at this, the more I like it. This is definitely Hollywood with the broken mirror.
Right, right.
And it's Kurt and Harry taking a picture of Kurt and Harry in different directions.
Taking pictures. I have a companion piece to it.
Yeah.
Probably looking in the same direction. Because I think, yeah, there's mine. That one's mine, right?
I
Yeah, I'm sure it is.
think we both took this one.
Oh, well, this could be either of ours.
Yeah. It was a gift. Oh, this is good.
Yeah, I just like the array of patterns, light and shadow.
Yeah.
Honestly, one thing I kind of like doing is taking pictures like this. They could be anywhere.
Mhm.
It makes no difference that it's Hollywood and Western.
Yeah, we don't know that it's even your backyard or the neighbor's yard or something.
Right, yeah. A long time ago, I went down alleys just taking pictures of people's backyards from outside the fence.
Well, that's one of the challenges you hear from some of these YouTube photographers. He says, you don't have to travel somewhere to go take good pictures. Try your yard, your neighborhood, stuff like that.
Yeah,
There's
right,
plenty of stuff out there. Just because it's not new doesn't mean it can't be interesting.
right.
Okay, well, what did I like about this? I don't know. Somehow the upright citizen with a T-bird in front.
That's
There was some
right. Yeah,
juxtaposition there that I liked.
yeah.
This
I,
is right outside our home base of the Freestyle Photo Store,
oh
where
yeah.
they buy film and supplies.
And where I can't help inquiring about a camera I have absolutely no use for.
Yeah, equipment you'll never buy.
Yeah. Well, I don't go that far.
Oh,
Equipment you should not buy, but
you like to tiptoe along the cliff's edge.
yeah, I have a reflex in my right arm. It automatically reaches for my credit card.
When I see you reaching for your wallet and closing your eyes, I'll know you're in trouble.
Yeah, right. I'm getting physical and emotional therapy for that. Oh,
Okay, this guy, Carl.
yeah.
Yeah, these are in. By the way, these are in no particular order, obviously, except for maybe the first couple. But this is the Starbucks that we saw the picture of earlier. And this guy was just—I don't know. There was something about him, right? I mean, just the smile, and he was so happy, and
Yeah.
he was just a real good guy. Brighten the day. Anytime a waiter can actually add to your experience,
Hmm.
that's a plus. And he did
Yeah.
just by sweeping the floor and talking to us.
Yeah, he was great. He was totally. It was like 120% good cheer, and yeah,
Yeah, massive good vibe.
yeah, yeah. Right.
And then there's
Uh,
Barbie. Hi, Barbie.
that's her name.
Yeah.
Oh. Or you're just calling her that.
How do you think Gee. Anyway, yeah, she
Oh,
was
she got a
very
sign.
sweet. And I asked if I could take her picture, and I gave her I've got a little card that shows where they can see their picture on Instagram because we're shooting film, and she actually recognized us on the second visit, and she was happy to pose and
Yeah,
get her picture
yeah.
taken. I normally do not take color pictures, but her hair and everything was definitely worth it.
I have to get my dark glasses.
Yeah,
Here's another one. You took this the week after, right?
yeah. This is the second week.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think the rest of them are from the second week. We went 2 weeks to Hollywood and Western.
Right. that is just something I saw. Uh, I'm sure it's waiting for the evening dinner crowd.
Uh-huh.
I just thought it was a weird thing to be out there.
Yeah. Anytime you say to yourself, "Hey, look at that,"
Yeah,
take a picture.
right, exactly.
There's something you don't see every day.
An open and closed store
Good one.
with a warning.
With a warning
Uh,
and an apology.
oh yeah, right.
Yeah. And now Harry's got a friend that says, Harry, I can get rid of those reflections for you.
Oh yeah, right. If you'd use a polarizing filter,
Yeah.
you wouldn't have to have all those messy reflections in your picture.
Maybe you never heard of polarizers.
Well, I don't use a polarizing filter because I feel America's already too polarized.
Too polarized. Okay. There's no real explanation for this other than it's a vintage motel, and I just like the structure and
Yeah,
contrast, and it was a hey, look at that moment.
yeah, yeah. Well, it's there's kind of a documentary impulse and an art impulse.
Yeah. The other thing about this motel that's kind of interesting, I think it appeals to me also because Hollywood Boulevard, uh, lots of it is not in really great shape. And you would think that an old vintage motel like this would be sort of run down and
Hmm.
not in best shape, but it was actually in pristine condition.
Yeah, yeah.
Paint was fresh and the sign was cool, and I liked it.
Why? Why, I wonder, is it called Harvard House?
Yeah, it makes you wonder. It's not on Harvard, is it?
No, nowhere near. I don't think. I didn't even look at the cross
I
street.
didn't
I just like this because for design,
know.
uh, compositional, and once I got a look at it, I really like the color combination too.
Yeah, I like that contrast on the table between the bright edge and the dark top.
Yeah.
Cool.
Oh, here's the Harvard House again, isn't
Yeah,
it?
this
Yeah.
is yours. Yeah.
I cropped out, the rest of the movies sign is adult movies, and I can't remember who had to do this. One of us had to hold the other back to keep from running up the stairs with a credit card. I think Kurt was holding me back. Linda.
They must be going for vintage here because the color TV, AM, FM, and waterbed is again in really good shape.
Yeah.
This isn't from the '60s.
No.
This is fresh. But yeah, waterbeds and color TV. Wow.
Who who would have thought?
Oh yeah. Well, what would you call that? A self portrait?
Oh yeah, that's my selfie. I just like this because it caught my eye at the beginning because the guy, uh, the picture of the guy on the rope looks just real enough that you have to stop and take
Yeah.
a second look, and then the big swath of blue up at the top. Top
Definitely an eye catcher.
after all the activity in the rest of the picture.
Another cool mural.
Yeah, this was a long wall full of mural, really, and there was mural. This is on the other side of the parking lot from the preceding picture, and sometimes I have doubts about whether I should be trying to make art out of somebody else's art, but
Mm-hmm.
carving out a slice is, seeing a detail in there that appeals to me and makes an interesting image. So
Mm-hmm. Plus, you go back to that thing about documenting something.
yeah,
This this mural will never be in as good a shape as it is right now.
yeah,
I mean, even if nobody touches it, it'll age, and so you've captured a moment there. Oh, like I said, these are in no order. So this is my picture of Harvard House again,
yeah.
with the adult movies, color TV, AM, FM, and waterbed sign.
I hope they've changed the water since the '60s.
Oh man.
It's got mosquitoes.
Okay, this is your 5 mile an hour sign.
Yeah, yeah. We just for the public's sake, I have a friend in Germany, Bruce Spear, and he takes a lot of urban photographs that exist as images because that's where he puts the camera. And so I that's a really intriguing idea to me that an image can be created out of wherever you put the camera.
Right.
Yeah,
Something to look at. And that's another, hey, look at that.
yeah, right. It keeps throwing me a little bit that there's that StreamYard logo
Oh, yeah.
in the upper right of every image we took. How does that happen?
Did you take that picture?
The StreamYard?
Yeah, well, I could pay to get that off, but
Oh, never mind.
this is the free version.
Yeah, right.
So, yes, that is a dead animal hat.
Is that a skunk?
It looks like a skunk.
Wow.
Again, there's something you don't see every day if
Yeah.
you're lucky.
Didn't smell a thing.
Oh, that's good.
I like this because I don't know if these as we were walking by them, I think we were commenting these are all pretty recently built buildings in pretty good shape, but they all seem to be up for lease.
Yeah, a lot of space available.
Yeah, a lot of businesses have gone out of business.
Yeah, right in a fairly popular place on Hollywood Boulevard too.
Yeah, this is
I
time.
think the location would be good.
Yeah. Oh, there's a cool one.
This is an example of the kind of picture that pops up for me from time to time more often than I tend to give it credit for. This guy looked like a pretty tough customer, and he was looking at our cameras, and I was kind of looking at him and looking away and looking at him and looking away, and finally the doors opened and he looked at me like, well, are you going to take my picture? So I pointed at the camera and gave him the look, and he posed.
Huh.
He was waiting the whole time for me to take his picture, I think.
Huh. Yeah. I think you commented at the time sometimes people look tough and forbidding,
Yeah,
but they're probably not that way at all.
right. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's really that's the heartwarming thing that happens so many
Yeah.
times. You look at a guy, and Harry and I were going downtown for a while. We ran into some pretty tough looking customers, and they turned out to be really nice people. So you cannot judge a book by its cover.
Unlike us, who look like pretty nice
Yeah,
people.
we look exactly like what we are.
I was going to say we're deceptive in the opposite direction. On this one, I like the contrast between the rigid geometry of all the squares. That's like a Mondrian or something. And
Yeah,
on the right, it's just a mess of poster and whatnot.
that looks like Photoshop 2 pictures.
Yeah, no, it's one picture of two things right next to each other.
Oh, cool.
I'm not good enough at Photoshop to do that. Trust me.
Okay,
Uh-huh.
that's one of your rare black and whites.
No, it's color.
It is.
Yeah,
Look at the yellow. Oh, hey,
yeah,
got me.
yeah. Well, I looked as I was working on that. I thought, should I make it black and white? And then I thought, no, that's pretty much
Oh
already.
yeah, no, that is. I get it. I missed the whole thing until you pointed that out.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, there he is
I
himself.
have that look a lot. It seems. What the heck? What?
Yeah, I don't know what you were thinking.
How come this thing isn't working?
How do I change that setting?
Yeah. Okay. Well, this is just the old. I like this picture because it's got the guy in the window, the driver.
Is he on the right side or the left side?
He's on the right.
Oh, there he is. Yeah.
He's on our right. Yeah. And by the way, while we were taking pictures waiting for the train, I jacked the ISO up to 12,000, And I
Oh,
was wondering how grainy and awful they were going to be. And this is one of them. And I didn't even do any noise reduction. So black and white photos at maximum ISO on my camera, they're
yeah.
just fine.
To me, this looks, an 11 by 14 tri-X picture has more grain than this.
Yeah,
Maybe, shot at 400 or 800. So this turns out really well.
yeah, I was surprised. And that is it.
Well,
Well,
now what do we talk about?
I don't know.
'Cause we
Let me,
still have to talk about Bruno.
let me figure out my buttons. All right, this is not working. Oh, two. There we go. All right. Well,
Okay, well, that was fun.
I enjoyed it, and I hope we can do this again.
Yeah, when shall we meet again? Well, we can decide. Oh, Wednesday I'm out of town, so
Oh, okay.
the next two Wednesdays,
All right.
uh, you'll be crawling all by yourself.
I may.
Yeah.
That's a good opportunity.
Yeah.
Well, okay. So let's plan on skipping 2 Wednesdays, taking pictures,
Okay.
and then we'll hit it on the third Wednesday, and then the Saturday after that at 10, if you feel like doing it, we'll rake our pictures over the coals.
Okay. Yeah, like we did today. Really crashing.
Yeah, that sort of thing.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Well, this is fun.
Cool,
Good.
Harry.
Yeah, I like it.
Bye, everybody. I see we have no viewers, but that's okay. I had fun.
That's okay. We didn't say anything sensible anyway.
I'm kind of glad now. Talk to you later.
Okay. Bye.